Okay, so this is my third game that I am so excited to play with you. If you are unaware of how we play this game, I explain something and then I give you a phrase, and you say the phrase every time I say what I'm going to say. So I'll explain something and then I'll say something and I'll pause, and then you say the phrase I give you. The phrase today is not a law. Okay? So there are many titles that the government claims are laws that are not actually constitutional laws, because they either don't have an enacting clause, they have no constitutional authority, or they're not enacted into positive law, which means they don't have a positive law citation. You can read the requirement for a positive law citation in Title I, Chapter 3, Section 204A, where it states that to be a law, something has to have a positive law citation. And not only does it have to have a positive law citation, but it has to have it in order to be used as evidence in court. If it doesn't have a positive law citation, then it's not used in evidence in the court. And then people will say, but they do use it in evidence as in court. They do, but not in a constitutional court created by the United States. They use it in like a corporate court or a contract court, okay? And those are usually for generating revenue, right? So I have a list of titles here that are not laws, that you probably think are laws, that have no positive law citation and can't be used in a court of law, which is a constitutional court, which quote unquote holds court and quote unquote upholds the law. So the list I'm giving you are not laws. There's no evidence of them having been made a law, and they are not used in courts created under the Constitution by the United States, okay? So, Title II. Okay, so when I say this, you're going to say is not a law, okay? So I'm going to say something and you're going to say is not a law. Title II, the Congress. Okay, so just to make sure that we're getting this right, I say Title II, the Congress, and you say is not a law. Okay? Now I'm going to go to the next one. Title VI, domestic security. Did you say is not a law? Good. Okay, then you know how to play the game. Title VII, agriculture. Title VIII, aliens and nationality. And it's better if you say it to yourself like out loud, because that'll help you recognize and remember all these things that are not laws, because right now you probably think they are. And we're learning that they're not. Title 12, banks and banking. Title 15, commerce and trade. Title 19, customs and duties. Title 20, education. I would think education is pretty important. Title 21, food and drugs. Title 22, foreign relations and intercourse. Title 24, hospitals and asylums. Title 25, Indians. Title 26, Internal Revenue Code. Title 27, Intoxicating Liquors. Title 29, Labor. Title 33, Navigation and Navigable Waters. Title 34, Crime Control and Law Enforcement. Title 42, the Public Health and Welfare. Title 43, Public Lands. Title 45, Railroads. Title 47, Telecommunications. Title 48, Territories and Insular Possessions. Title 50, War and National Defense, spelled with an S, which in Latin means vengeance. Did you say it? It's not a law? War and national defense is not a law? Public health and welfare, aren't they shutting down people's businesses? By what authority are they doing that if it's not a law? That's strange to me. That means it's not in the Constitution. That means you're doing it because you want to. And you believe it because you want to. Crime control and law enforcement? It's not a law? Intoxicating liquors. So all the bars they're shutting down and requiring people to have a license, it's not actually a law. They can't shut businesses down, but yet they are. They're using Title 26 to take money from people because they say that we have to pay taxes, yet it's not a law. Food and drugs. Aren't they saying that we have to get vaccines and we can't go to school without vaccines? We can't send our kids to school without vaccines, and we have to wear masks, and we can't take drugs, and we can't, we have to eat the things that they say we have to eat. The standard American diet, you mean that's not really a law? Education? You mean they have no authority to control education? But aren't these publishers going to Washington? Aren't they sending their lobbyists to Washington to get Washington to push their books on us and make us use their books to educate our children? But it says here it's not a law. It's not passed. It's not constitutional. It's not properly passed as a law. I'm kind of confused. Customs and duties, commerce and trade. Commerce. Doesn't the government claim to control commerce and trade? That's so strange. Now I'm seeing here in this on their website, the OLRC, Office of the Law Revision Council, that it's not even a law. It can't be used as evidence in a court as being a law. Banks and banking, but they instituted the Federal Reserve. And the Federal Reserve is issuing fiat currency. And we all use it. And all the corporations registered to do business with the federal government, they pay us in fiat currency. But it's not even a law. Domestic security, doesn't that include homeland security? I'm kind of confused by this. Maybe someone can explain it to me.